Oh, okay. Welcome back. So we're going to start with Visual Studio Code. Here I opened it up, and it gives me this getting started screen. Okay, so open up Visual Studio Code, and we're just starting off fresh. Okay, so what I do is I want to open up a folder to start our project, right? Now I'm going to open up the same one that we have, part one. So I go File, Open Folder, and I'm just going to go there, right? So I'm going to go there where I have my file. Let's see, where is it? Am I wrong? Yeah. So I'm going to where I store the files for this class, and right here you can see our good old familiar part one. Now part one is root for this, but we'll have other parts, so this will become root also. Where root is your main folder or directory. So I'm going to select part one and then select folder. And what it does is it refreshes it and brings in that folder and its contents. By clicking in the upper left hand corner, I can see the files that I have. Like this is our first little program that we did, and this is the second program that we did. And I'll just leave it there. I'll close this back up in the left hand corner. So we have our IDE, our Integrated Development Environment System, and we have our most importantly, we have our directory. Oh, I closed it down. So let me open up the directory again. Okay, so I'm going to open up the directory where all this started. And here we are, right here. So this is a good place to start. So let me go into part one, part_1. All right, so I double click on it. And you can see I have these two files. Now, they are recognized by the operating system as HTML files because of the HTML extension. Now, what happens is if we put this on a web server, the web server will automatically look for an index.html and load that into the web page. But ours are called index._1 1.1, okay, as part one, first program. Now, I have Chrome installed, but I'm going to right mouse button click this and open it with Chrome. All right, now in case this is just a formal way of doing this, or you could double click it. All right, so I have Chrome installed, and I will double click this file. Now, it would be wrong to say that I'm running the file, okay? It's more that I created this file in Visual Studio Code, and then I am using a program in this operating system, which is a browser that will render that program in the file. Now, if I have the file here, I ran it. Now, there are other ways to open this, which we'll get to, that are simpler, that show us real time, but right now we're just using the browser. Now, if I right mouse button click in the browser, okay, so I'm in the browser and I right mouse button click, and I scroll down with my mouse and I click on View Page Source, it actually gives us the file that's generating or rendering in the browser. And so here's our first file, the same one we had. Okay, and then I'll close it up here in the tab section, and I'll close the program, the browser. Okay, now I'll double click on the second one, and again it opens up in another window. So let me bring it over. It says hello world. I said hello to the world. We said hello to the world. Again, I can right mouse button click anywhere in the screen and look at the HTML that's in cache or memory that's generating this. Okay, now it was loaded up from a static file. Okay, so I'll view source, and there it is. That's the second one we had. Okay, so that's how we're going to look at the changes that we make for now. All right, so this is our output or generated rendering of our HTML page. So I'm going to close this guy down and move this over. So right now we are here. Am I right? Yeah, we're right here. And we know if we change something in the file, it will show up. I'm not going to mess with it. Whoop, I mess with it. By the way, if I totally mess up and I do something like, oh no, why did I do this? Control Z will take that away. All right, so we're going to learn some key strokes in our IDE, and we're going to start from there. So when we look at a file, when we change a file, and we want to look at it, we just double click on it to open it up for now, and then we can see what the result is. Later on, we'll speed this up. And with that, I will see you in the next video.